Bob Long on the piano. Bob Long. A lot longer than just then. Thank you so much for being with us and for holding tight as we waited for more of our audience to arrive. We do have about 80 people registered, so we expect some trickling. Some of these seats were reserved, so you might be asked to move, but I'm pretty sure you're all good. So thank you so much for being with us on this lovely day. I'm super stoked that it is not snowing. We have had 24 other events. This is the last weekend of the first annual Sixth Festival. My name is Nate Smith, and I am a co-founder and co-curator of the festival. We are named after the sixth mass extinction, which is happening right now on our planet. It is a result of climate change and human activity, and we only have a short time to do anything about it. So we're doing everything we can, including poetry slams. We just did yoga in the morning. We do have an event tomorrow that is going to be awesome right here in this park, starting at 2:30. It's fun for all ages. It's puppetry and pageantry. It's just going to be like a super, super fun time. There's a little bit of room for audience participation, and it's all free, just like this one is. I am really, really glad that Mark and Bob agreed to do this because in case those of you who don't know, Mark Smith started the Poetry Slam. If you've ever heard of slam poetry, that was this man's doing. Yeah.
Let's have a big so what, okay?
So what? Yeah, that's a tradition from the Green Mill. If you don't know anything about the Poetry Slam, it's been running out at the Green Mill for 500 years. If you look at this man. And one of the habits is anytime you hear the name Mark Smith, you repeat. Beautiful. There's also another number of other gimmicks that he'll introduce to you. But I'm just so grateful for the role that Mark Smith has played in my life as an artist. And it's also gone a long way in informing the shape and design of this festival, being open to participants of all kind. We don't just want to leave climate and the catastrophe that's going on with our planet, like carbon and ice caps box, because it's a lot more to do with us and a lot of other things. So there's a lot of ways to talk about it, and you're going to hear something right now. I would like to acknowledge that we are on the lands of a number of native tribes, one of which is the Ojibwe tribe. I had mixed feelings about doing land acknowledgements during the festival because it sounds these days like just a popular thing to do at the beginning of an event to say like, this is what you have to do now. And I didn't want it to be that way. I didn't just want to be doing it because that's what people do. I think the power of it is to recognize that we still practice these things. It's not a thing in the past. and the cases of the Ojibwe is a perfect example of that. I just went up to Minnesota where they are fighting a new oil pipeline. You all might be familiar with the Dakota Access Pipeline. That was a big fight a couple of years ago, and there's a new one going through that's not getting really any attention at all. It's going through the traditional lands of the Ojibwe tribes in Minnesota, where the last natural growing wild rice on Earth is going to be right in the path of the pipeline. These fields that they have lived with and from for 8,000 years are going to be demolished, and that carbon and methane that's going to come from that pipeline affects all of us. So I'd really encourage you to check out stopline3.org and turn this land acknowledgement into a present action. But thank you. The really big thing to say is just thank you all for being here, because in our country, this matter isn't really getting any attention. So getting it talked about more is square one. And you all are contributing to that effort right now. So thank you. I'd also like to say thank you to Patrick Wyckoff, who is hiding somewhere right there. He probably is not happy that I'm calling him out right now, but he organized this entire thing. As I was just talking about, the festival isn't responsible for the events that we put on. It's more like a bring your own event kind of festival. And Patrick has done he's done everything. He's done everything that you're looking at. I have a connection with Mark, but other than that, this is all these seats, this park was all Patrick's doing, because largely of his relationship with PC, who is the owner manager of the park. She's the beast. She's the beast of Buttercup Park. She's the one picking up the garbage and doing all the gardening and everything. So thank you so much to PC. It's been incredible to work with, and they've got a number of other events coming in the summer, 4 movies, including that event tomorrow. So lots and lots of stuff going on here in this gorgeous park that does so much for this community. So thank you to PC and Buttercup Park and to Patrick. And without further ado, I'll turn the microphone over to Mark Smith. Thank you all for being here.
Hi, everybody. As long as we're paying tribute to the Ojibwe, we should pay tribute to one of the Uptown's great poets that passed away just a little while ago, Eddie Two Rivers, who founded the Red Arrow Theater Group and was a great slammer and a true Uptown guy. So we're gonna start off. Shut up, Gary. Watch out for that guy over there. We're gonna start out with the way the day is going to go. We're going to have an open mic, and then we're going to have the Extinction Slam, a competition that I'll explain later. But we're going to start out with a Sandberg poem, and I hope I don't scare anybody. I'm going to take it. What I got a little. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Oh! There's a wolf in me, fangs pointed for tearing dashes, a red tongue for raw meat, and a hot lapping of blood. You're in trouble because I got a lot of cord here, buddy. I got the wolf from the wilderness. Wilderness will not let it go. I can't get to you. There's a fox in me, a silver gray fox. I sniff and guess. I pick things out of the wind and air. I nose in the dark nights, take sleepers, eat them, hide the feathers. I circle, I loop, I double cross. There's a fox. I did this in Zurich once with all these bankers. I went up to this guy. There's a hog in me. Out in the belly. A machinery for eating and grunting. A machinery for sleeping silent in the summer sun. I got this too from the wilderness. Wilderness will not let it go. There's a fish in me. I know I came from salt blue waters. I scurried with shoals of herring. I blew water spouts with porpoises. Before land was, before the water went down, before Noah before the first chapter of Genesis, there was a fish. There's a baboon in me. I snapped the belly. Dog face. Clamoring. Here. I'm forgetting the goddamn line. Here are the hawk-eyed angry men. Here are the blind. Here are the blind, blue-eyed women. Here they hide, curled asleep, ready to snarl and kill, ready to sing and give milk. I got the baboon. There's an eagle in me and a mockingbird. And the eagle flies among the Rocky Mountains of my dreams, fights among the Sierra crags of what I want. I forgot the line again. And the mockingbird warbles in the early forenoon before the dew is gone. Warbles in the Chattanoogas of my hope. Gushes over the foot. Boy, it's been a long time since I've been foot. Gushes over the foothills of the blue Ozark Mountains. I got the eagle and the mockingbird from the wilderness. Oh, I got a zoo. I got a whole menagerie inside this head, under these bony ribs. And I got something else too. I got a man-child house, a woman-child. Father, mother, sister, brother, they came from God knows where. And they're going to God knows where. For I am the keeper of the zoo. I say yes, say no. I sing, I work, I play, I kill. I am part of the wilderness from which I came. And the wilderness will not let it go. There you go. Oh my God, I knocked. Oh, is this camera? I'm supposed to be in this camera? Thank you, everyone. All right. Now I have to get my clipboard. Our first open mic poet is Mike King. He's the vice president of Buttercup Advisory Board. He was born in Chattanooga, Tennessee, where my dad was born. Only my dad lived way up in the mountains. I had to drive him down to Chattanooga. And he came to Uptown in 1982. So welcome up, Mike King. He's a virgin, folks. He's never done a poem before.
Hello, everybody. Glad to be here and glad to be able to be one of the first ones in this poetry presentation and such. Today, the name of my little piece is called Crossing Borders and Giving Back. And it goes a little something like that. Sometimes we not only we have to recross, crisscross, and get it back. We got to burn our loins, gather our gifts, and make it impact. Not contest our cultural differences. Somehow, we have to find a mutual meeting, a happy meeting. In that, we plan to try to love everyone without hateful attacks, to include everyone at the table that happens to deliver spiritual food and resources right on time. Somehow, we must communicate sober messages to each other and not talk over or under each other's to make the most of accurate messages with refined precision without blatant interferences or propaganda to listen. Somehow, we are measured, sincere, and cordial. We can agree to come up with topics that are humanly moral. We can all begin to agree to disagree on malice, then celebrate together in the green ways garden. In conclusion, we must all be one accord, combined leaders, take us forward, press and equipped to revise and succeed, regardless of race, color, religion, or creed. Now that we have this very last key, a universal community of holistic love and affection, by crossing spiritual borders into genuine, proactive actions.
I'm just gonna be in a slam competition later, so hold on, you can go practice and get ready, because you might make some money. So give Mike another round of applause, everybody. Bring up, she just started coming to the Green Mill Slam a couple of years before or so before the pandemic, and it's good to see her again. Let's welcome up Hannah, everybody. Hannah is from Chicago. She's an she's a comedian, improv sketch comedian. And she's from Chicago. She lives in Lakeview. Uptowners, don't hold that against her. She lives in Lakeview. So, and you know, you can have music if you want. Bob's at your disposal. Just tell them what kind of music you want, and they'll play along. And if not, just say no. Watch out, you can start playing the phone.
But Mark started with a Sandberg. I was gonna read an Earth Day poem, but I started with Sandberg. I'm gonna read a poem that instead emphasizes the fact that I've read one Sandberg collection. So that is what this poem will be about. It is called "Come and Show Me Another City." I'm from Sandberg, but I'll tell you what. He didn't write about the Chicago that's most important. He didn't write about small summer Chicago, when the city turns into a sticky, sweaty, green grass small town of big buildings. He didn't write about yoga at Montrose Harbor, followed by sipping Coors seltzers that Courtney brought, eating cotton candy drapes from Trader Joe's, and jumping into the lake to cool off. Carl didn't write about sitting in the grass outside someone's apartment, doesn't matter whose, drinking 312s and playing the game that David taught us all. I don't recall ever reading a Sandberg poem about longboarding or Greenland, stopping to press hands against the glass windows of mausoleums to get a clear look inside. He didn't write about first and only dates in Oz Park, in Wells Park, and Humboldt Park. Carl never mentioned mini golf at Diversey Driving Range, once with redacted and a case of Lagunitas Submeaty, once with redacted and some green lines on the draft, and never with redacted because of his old memory. Carl skipped the street fests, aromas permeating neighborhoods, bodies pushing through bodies, hands tacky from pulling hot dogs, or burgers, or ribs, or any of the dripping classics of the city. There's no Sandberg poem about summer nights in old apartments, no sexual wear, just a window unit talking 30 hours, damn sheet wound between four heads.
Hannah, everybody. Hannah, I know you said you didn't want to be in a competition, but you have an Earth Day poem. How many think that Hannah should get in a competition? You're in the competition. So the next poet up in the open mic, she came to hear from France. She did her first poem in America at the Green Mill. She came up to me and said, "Can I read 3 poems?" I said, "No, baby, you can only read 1 poem." But she was a standard, a featured, a guest many weeks, and I always used to introduce her like, what's the actor? I forgot. Paul, who played in Cat on the Hot Tin Wolf?
Jerry Lewis.
Paul Newman. Stella! Welcome up, Stella, everybody. Give her a round of applause. Stella! Oh, Marlon Brando, right? Stella! We haven't seen each other.
Hi, guys. Hi, Hannah. A very show going to honor the spoken words. We are doing now all the poetry. Can you say this poem with me? One other eye, another eye. Can you hear me? No? Now? Okay. Now? Okay. Nas, nas. Nas, nas. Find arai. Ask our gods to light the candle. The page lays blank. The page lays blank. Too far, the stars. Too deep, the grave. Speak up your life. A word can burn forever. Now, everybody.
A word can burn forever. Give it up for Stella. Poets, if I forget to tell you, get right on the microphone, because whenever it screws everything up. Now we're going to bring up a great friend of mine. She's helped with the National Slams for years. The National Slams were probably it was unbelievable. In Chicago, we would put together these events that would cost an arts organization $500,000, and we put them on together, money out of our pockets. And, you know, it was crazy, but it was all grassroots stuff. And she's one of the people that made that happen. So welcome up my dear friend, Emily Calvo.
We have two more people over that here that also helped with those wonderful extravagances of poetry. All right, I don't know what kind of music either, so just whatever. And this is called Warm Regards for the Earth. I want the earth to chill. Not be minded will or stabbed by grills. Let's leave some stones unturned. I want earth to chill. I don't want to recycle, I want to recycle. Not consume in the first place. Need what I have and have just what I need. I want earth to chill. Do I need those paper plates or vapors that my car creates? I don't need three things that do the same thing. I need one thing that does three things. I need a knife that is nicer than an apple. A knife is better than a nothing, but a knife is sweeter than a potato. I want earth to chill, so I'll turn on the light just when I need it. ride cloud nine without ever seeing it. I want Earth to chill, never again will I say it's only natural. Let's let the planet be superbly natural. Thank you.
So Nate's going to bring up a kind of a little special guest with us, and he's going to explain it to you what's going on. You enjoying yourself so far? Look at this. What a gentleman. Nate is not from Chicago. He's from Colorado. No, California. Don't hold that against him.
This is Jalea. I'm really stoked to introduce her because you weren't here at the beginning and didn't hear. This is our very first year of the festival, and when we opened up for submissions, we got like 2. But the first one was a writing piece by Deborah Kent Stein, which is an amazing piece written by a blind poet. And Jalea has graciously accepted. She's come all the way from the south suburbs to come up and read in Deborah's place since Deborah had a last-minute schedule conflict. Jalea got her master's or bachelor's in social work.
Bachelor's, working on a master's now.
Yeah, nice. Without further ado, Jalea.
Hi, everyone. Please bear with me. I have not read everything so digital, so I've not read Braille in a long time, especially not on So this is a piece called Birds of America by Deborah Kent. She has a lot of really amazing published books, young adult and teenage books. And then she has a lot of personal essays that she's starting to get into as well. This is considered one of her short personal essays. Birds of America. When I was 6 years old, Santa Claus brought me a present that changed my life. It was a set of records for teaching bird song recognitions to beginners. I listened over and over. Pretty soon, I knew the songs of the robin, the Baltimore Oriole, the catbird, and the brown tree. I acquired more curiosity by year by year. My mother was an avid amateur bird. The binoculars and the Peterson's Field guide always present on the counter by the back door. Maybe there were moments when my daughter would never share her delight in the and so much else. She drew upon her creative approach to life. I could not see the birds. I could know them by their calls and songs. Blue Cross New Jersey was still a small town I was growing up. Suburban streets cut their way along big patches of wood. On spring mornings, Mom and I set out. Alert to the unexpected. I whispered, pointing toward a chill in the underbrush. Mom, where are her binoculars? she can do that. Love, throat, lights, hands, and moves. Back home. Look at the birds of America from the Philippines. She was a master tone with thin, crackling pages. Whenever we identified an species, Mom would read its articles from Birds of America out loud. It was our ritual of discovery. In 8th grade, I enrolled in a new school. It was set out one morning, waiting outside. I announced, listen, there's an Eastern talkie. Huh? Somebody said, and he said, who? I had made a great mistake. People wanted to hear about boys and parties and who was mad at who. Birds had nothing to do with the business of growing up. In high school, I wrote to the school paper and joined drama club, but birds had never. Outside, I mapped the landscape. English. Blue jays arguing at a corner. If I heard a song that was new to me, I strained to listen through the human conversation around me. I memorized the pattern of chirps and trills as to identify the song later, pouring through my town. Eventually, I left Little Falls for a new life in Chicago. Back in New Jersey, subdivisions devoured the wood I remembered. It made me sad to know that houses lived where Mom and I used to take these early morning walks. There were no woods in my Chicago neighborhood. But this part of Chicago had plenty of grass and trees. In the spring, migrating birds migrating birds pause to rest in our yard. And magnolia. The magnolia warbler, a white-crowned sparrow. Could it really be? Yes. A crested spike. One night, I woke to the unmistakable quavering cry of an eastern screech owl. I know next to the open window, ancient hall while the city slept. After the spring migrants, 20 of birds came. On a summer morning, I stepped outside to the chorus of robins and cardinals, mourning doves, and toward sundown, chimney swift's chimney sits in the, towards sundown, chimney sits in the sky, and later in the evening descended, I hear the sharp whirring calls of nighthawks. The nighthawk disappeared fast. They didn't go gradually. They vanished from year to year. Have you noticed we don't have nighthawks anymore? I asked the neighbors. Nighthawks, they said, what are those? Each year, the gentle cry of the morning doves was woven into my summer days. Then 5 years ago, the doves fell silent. Have you noticed? We don't have doves anymore. Now that you mention it, this year we lost the chimneys. Those chattering sloths devouring their great mosquitoes every evening, thin and disappeared. I didn't ask the neighbors whether they noticed. I did not ask the neighbors whether they noticed. I'm not the only one who knows this, of course. All over the world, people were fighting to ban poisons and protect vital habitats. I signed petitions, I donate, but the outcry seems feeble against the massive weight of indifference. Who will miss what they never noticed? On the morning my mom died, I steps went to and heard the sweet song of a voluntary worker. Mom was gone, but I still had the gift that she gave me at the beginning of those recordings when I was 6 years old. That heavy volume with the thin crackling pages, words of America, in an honored place on my own bookcase now. Mom would miss the nighthawks, the morning doves, and the eastern or the chimney swift's. She would share my sadness and she would worry with me.
Give one more round of applause to Julia. I don't know if you all saw that. She was really rolling those pages. Thank you.
Give it up for her, everybody. And make some bird sounds. Everybody make their own bird sounds. Is that a bird? Let's welcome up our next open mic poet. She also was part of the group that was just getting into it at the Green Mill before the pandemic came. It's Grace, everybody. Welcome up, Grace. Grace is working right now to help get out the vaccinations. Came from Buffalo 5 years ago, and she also lives in Lakeview. So don't hold it against her. Grace, everybody, welcome her up.
My poem today was inspired by an event that happened a couple of years ago. We had the first picture of the black hole, and this is called Little Miss Black Hole. She hid all these years aloof, afraid of the camera, knowing it would add 10 pounds to an already unmeasurable amount of mass. No wonder she kept hidden in support groups with Bigfoot and the Loch Ness, lamenting the exoticization of their image, the fascination with their existence, preferring to linger in stories and theories, afraid she wouldn't live up to the awe of how she took up space, to the wonder of how she did the opposite of light up a room and the beauty in that ability. And she was right. They said it was no big deal. They said it wasn't that beautiful, but I say it was stunning. She was stunning, and so were the women behind the camera, the women behind the mask behind the camera. I mean, look at how far we've come. To see new parts of the universe and dare to call them unmoving, as if beauty is in appearance and not discovery itself.
Grace, everybody. And now, welcome up. This is another big slam celebrity. This is the guy that's responsible for starting the concept of national slams when he invited the Chicago team, invited Chicago to come up with a team. The original team was Dean Hacker, myself, Patricia Smith, and who was I can't believe I forgot. Pat? Sid Lodge, everybody. He invited us to take on a team from San Francisco for the International Poetry Slam. And Chicago kicked their ass. That's what. So welcome up to the stage, the famous Gary Glazner, everyone.
The road looks the same no matter where you're going. Some roads take on the badge of home. From the wheels stay home. Route 66 was my father's road and his father's road. Motherland with the dust bowl in the rearview mirror and California in the headlights. From being men to being Okies, the vulgarity of newcomers, a drowsy distant hope. Route 66 was their plowshare. They dug into the rusted miles. Cracked the seams open. It's happening to me too, Mark, right in the middle. What's going on in the middle of this poem? Route 66 was their plowshare. They dug into the rank soil. Held the miles in rusted fingers. Cracked open the hull. Used the seeds for guidance. Maps. Folded like wings. Okay of motion. Simius. And we should follow them as we are able. Switch to the piano.
Give it up for Gary Gates. Gary, everybody.
Hey everybody, it's great to be here in Chicago, and it's especially great to be here in Chicago with my old buddy Mark Smith, and also on the occasion of Little Walter's birthday. So happy birthday, Little Walter.
Get up on Gary. Trying to steal. See him? Did you see him trying to steal a stage from me? We're gonna get Patrick. Put this together. You gotta do a poem. How many want Patrick to do a poem? Come on, from the background. Don't stay in the background all the time. You can be in the spotlight too. Are you single? No? Are you married? No. I was just gonna warn the women that you're a good-looking guy. Mark is single. Mark is single! Hey! The piano player's single. Wow. This is the first time we've had to do this.
Read a poem about my firm.
Yeah.
Leave it as you found it, connected through sounds and gestures, easy expressions of something greater than what was assumed. Leave it better than how you found it to form. You see its spirits knock inside, find the balance to maintain, like the fern that hung just north of direct sun. Full at any angle, spread out in all directions, sway in the kind of breeze that helps you forget where the air beneath and your skin begins. Make it better than how you found it. Brought indoors as the first sign of frost to sit by the sill, out of the way. Give it time to consider what stays lost, faded. Stems no longer really grow. Made it better on sand. Easier to lean in, get to know. Fingers tresses like a brush. Dug into the roots, something to grab, something strong. Bird to stick around. Dead ends plucked, crispy leaves removed. Anything separated from the ground. Presses of dirt, under nails remain. Listen to what it had to say. Something familiar. More to prove means less dead weight and more space for the stems when they're ready to display. Make it better by cutting back, gaining weight to survive those cold, still nights, idle for change, ready to thrive under sustaining life.
What a wonderful message, man. Give them that. Because that's what this is about. This is about the trees, the birds, the single old men in the audience. No. Let's welcome up a co-sponsor to this festival, What is it? The Still Point Theater. It's Lisa, everybody. She's not from Chicago, she's from Kansas City, but don't hold that against her. And she's a virgin. She's a virgin, never before in a public audience ever.
Can you hear me okay? Okay, excellent.
Look at, she's gonna talk to the single piano player. What does that mean?
Hey everybody, this is a poem from my book, Above, Along, Inside, and Through. Etsy Adam. No one on the street seems to know who they are. Long before a human thought was formed, their essence brilliantly gleamed in the womb of the galaxy. Within the womb of the galaxy. Within the womb of the galaxy. Their light, which now sits on a stoop and taps a foot to the beat, sped through the interior eye of space and exploded inconceivably into their loping stride, into their turn of words, into their snorting laugh. The mischievous spark that animates their fingers, their toes, was once a boisterous giggle that popped forth from the teetering infant of the cosmos. Now. And now. This same spark reaches for the newspaper on the front porch, Kedzie Avenue. No one on this street seems to know who they are. Or maybe they do. Maybe they sense it. At times, when they awake at 3 in the morning, suspended in the hidden holiness of night. The hidden holiness of night, suspended, listening to the stagnant calming rhythm of their lover's breath. Funeral procession slides around the corner. And the shimmering fragility of life wraps around their shoulders. Maybe they feel it. When the evening is soft, blessedly cool, and the city seems quiet, almost still. The hypnotic throbbing of God beats in the pavement.
Lisa, everyone, co-sponsor of this. Before we get to our last two open mics, and then we're going to have a slam. We have 3 contestants in the slam competition, but we have 2 more open mic poets before the slam. But before we get to that, we're gonna welcome up the president of Buttercup Park, everyone, to say a few words to you. Here she comes, PC, your president. Everybody stand.
I wasn't expecting all that. But I would just like to say thank you to all who come out on this beautiful day. I mean, what a perfect way to start the season. I Council for indulging me in all the stuff that I bring to them, and they go for it, especially when, especially, you know, when it's like, what? You wanna do what? But, you know, I'm like, let's do it. And if it's outside, we'll let Mother Nature work out the details. Also, a lot of my council is here, and you guys should know who they are. Judith, over here. Sam, over here. Michael, over there. I usually think I'm loud enough to be heard. So with the wind, I'm going to speak into the mic. And I'm so inspired by all of you who've spoken and said things and this whole Earth Day awareness that I thought, you know what? I'm gonna do a poem too. Change glasses to make sure I can see. But I've been writing for a long time. And when we transformed the Buttercup, I guess in 2012, I thought, you know what? I'm gonna have classes so I can have a platform to perform from. And this is my stage today. And when that came to us, and I said, wait a minute, that's sort of what I say in my mind all the time. So I went back and saw a poem that was dated 1/26/2020. And I call it In a Dream. In a dream, I saw amazing adventures, beautiful birds, colorful characters, daring deaths, electrifying effects, foreign arts, glorifying gorgeous, heavenly heights, ignited, jubilant jumps, kinetic kilns, luxurious lakes, majestic mountains, noble nights, identity oceans, remarkable rivers, spectacular skies, transforming transportation, unwavering unity, vibrant views, wondrous waterfalls, youthful youth, seasons, all this in a dream. That was 1/26/2020. And I came across one that I wrote on August 10th, 2020. Monday, Chicago. COVID, rioting, looting, chaos, storms, tornadoes, 100 miles per hour winds, sadness, love, concern, care, neighbors, lava, oatmeal baths, poison oak, sunshine, humidity, family, friends, sadness, reflection, curiosity, faith, questions, prayers, meditation, water, rainwater, bathwater, dishwater, herpes, convictions, anger, hope, hopelessness, peace, conflict, love, joy, despair, nature, growth, normalcy, livelihood, silence, fear, damage, disruption, determination, divinity, dominance, involvements, futuristic, finality, conviction, consideration, caution, carelessness, memories, majestic, fortified, perspective, peace, possibilities, and patience. That was on August 20th. To close this out, I found one on December 31st, 2020. The last day of the year, the skies are blue and the sun is bright, the air is crisp and refreshing and delightful. We started the year with dreams and determination, but 2020 had our bids and vacations. We submitted ourselves to a survival mode to take control of what we could control. We pushed forward, we reimagined, we cried, we felt love, we experienced hate, we witnessed separation, we connected, we sympathized. The world shifted and we held on, created heroes and villains and realized trees go down, new ones grow, plants and vegetables flourish, because that's all they know.
Give it up for PC, everybody. Your president. All right. So we have two more open mic votes, and then we're gonna have the competition. Curtis, don't go. Curtis is gonna go schmooze with the president. Curtis Jordan, your virgin from up. He'll know what to do. So Curtis, a virgin, welcome up here.
Raise your hands. Put your hands down if you can. Got it right. All right. See, what I'm gonna do is I know everyone get paid. And that's the biggest thing I ever want to try. All right, listen. All right, we all walk like we tough. We all walk like we can't be touched. When we get touched, we're so hurt that we start to shed tears. Nobody pick it up. We are always human beings, but everybody's color, so we relate. I say I want to be able to walk on the block, and I think that I'm going to get shot, but basically, I want to actually shot. Take my this man. Jesus said he loved, but I'm like, Jesus, where you at? I need you. Where are you? I need you. I thought you were there for. But every day I walk past somebody's car, one of us drop that bitch. I like that bitch. I'll fucking pull you out this shit because you just made me mad. Just lock your door and make me want to pull you out your shit. But ain't none of y'all understand it because it's all on a different side of the earth. But it's funny, you can block from me, but we all on the side of this earth. Who talk, who work? I work, I talk, I walk. Hey, we gonna blow this bitch out. Yeah. Fuck you talking to. I think my voice is loud. Play with me because I am a dissected person, but my walk is loud. You gonna hear my stomp, you gotta actually hear my stomp, you gotta think I'm Jurassic Park. You gonna hear that stomp. And that ain't even a gun because if I gotta clock that bitch, you gonna hear it. Like this, we live in Chicago. How do y'all live on a good part? And I gotta live in the bad one. Fuck all y'all. But then there's the sad I'm out here, I gotta see you fucking monster church. Y'all understand the fucking game? If I gotta come through this shit, I have to say, motherfucker might as well call me that TV show. Curse, keep it. I have shame. It's shameless. You better understand it. You might get a message. Hey, I'm not a preacher, but please hear my message.
We hear you.
We don't want to do this. Actually, you come to my neighborhood. I was able to block parties, start barbecuing. But everywhere I walk, I feel like I'm a target. I ain't even fucking racist. But damn, racist means target. That's wrong. And am I insane? I think the real is target. Don't pay me. That's how you catch your body.
Give it up for Curtis. We turned the PG show into X-rated language, but that's okay. In the slam tradition, we say whatever. Give it up for PG. It's first time ever. Don't say how much you like this poem. Finish out the open mic portion of it. We have another one of the Chicago's greats. We used to call him the beer vendor poet at the Green Mill because he is a beer vendor at Cubs Park. He did a great show called a movie called The Wrecking of Comiskey, when Comiskey Park was taken down, and it aired on WTTW. Where are you, Bob? Here he is, Bob Chico, the beer vendor poet, everyone. Don't be swearing now. We've got enough swearing. Casey's over here, he's gonna get in trouble.
Some of us poets are, it's a straight training. MC doesn't need any straight training. Snapback is a mid-season form. There's a sign on that one post that says the park closes at 9:30 p.m. The slam will stay open after human extinction for a while anyway, so at least the testimonials and the eulogies will be cool. The experts and everyone know the faces. And there are about a day and a year said, it's never too late. They go like this. One that filled with the shortest sota, breath of Merton, pierced to the rota and bath, heavy pain, switch the cool. Which tattoo on genre is the flu? When Zephyrus ate with a straight breath, inspired hot that every halt and eighth of one across, and the human persona often the wrong hits that smaller followers knocking melody that sleeping all the night with open ear. And now for a modern translation written by a guy who we lost in the last year at the age of 101. Our Father, whose art's in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come and gone, thy will be undone on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread at least 3 times per day. And forgive us our trespasses as we would forgive our secret loves who we wish to trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation too often on weekdays, but deliver us from evil which remains unexplained in your kingdom of power and glory. Oh, man. Lord Lawrenceville again.
Chico, Susan and David, they got a last minute duet to come up here before. Come on up here quickly. Susan, David. A last minute open mic, it's a duet. What, Bob used to do that poem in, what is that, Gaelic? At 3 o'clock in the morning at the Green Mill to the drums, and they'd say, oh yeah, I understand.
I tell you, it's not a good day to wear a snake dress. Hey.
Yep. Chicago, Illinois, 9:51 a.m., April 10th, 2021.
I see that you went out yesterday. Watched a toddler with his mother pause at a puddle.
Stop.
The child lifting a foot before deciding
Stop.
put it back on the ground, jump, and plant both feet into the water.
Stop.
The mother, so good, was tempted to say, stop,
Stop.
but just held his hand and lifted him up as he pounced at the same puddle.
Stop.
You didn't
Stop.
think about whether to step over or into the puddle.
Stop.
Moving without consideration, the puddle was small. 3 weeks ago, the snow the water swallowing the street and boulevard midway.
Stop.
And you charted a course in your head from one peak of ice
Stop.
to another,
Stop.
to another,
Stop.
and hopscotch across the intersection.
Stop.
Feeling relief, it was not deeper.
Stop.
Thinking you'll put on boots.
Stop.
Thinking you'll wear waders.
Stop.
Believing you'll adapt as puddles.
Stop.
Turning to pools.
Stop.
Turning to ponds.
Stop.
Turning to lakes.
Stop.
Changing street names from ridge to lakeside.
Stop.
Shoreline.
Stop.
Glacier.
Stop.
Can you stand on the
Stop.
corner asking yourself, will you be able
Stop.
to stop?
Stop.
Will you wish you had been able
Stop.
to stop?
Stop.
Full
Stop.
stop.
David, since you had such a major role in that poem, we're gonna put you in the slam competition as a booby prize or something. So, here we go. It's time for the slam competition, the Extinction Slams. We have 3 contestants. Vice President Mike King. Come on up here, Mike. Take a seat on the back. Against Hannah. Come on up here, Hannah, wherever you are. And you, David. The way this is gonna work. Nick and Patrick are gonna be going through the crowd for donations for the prize. Half of the donation is gonna go to the festival. Half, or sort of half, is gonna go to the winner of the slam. Here's how it's gonna work. The audience has the permission and the responsibility to either applaud or shout extinction. Come on up here, Derek. Is Marlon still here? Marlon? Derek, it's just you. Derek is going to be the determination whether it's more applause or more extinction by giving me thumbs up, thumbs down. He's the official listener, okay? You're supposed to be going around right now, getting money. Come on, don't stand there looking at me. Come on, get out there. All right. We're gonna make, because he came here late, we're gonna make David go first. Remember, applause. Should we have everybody do their poem first? We'll have them all do the poem first, and then we'll do the voting. You remember, it's either pause or extinction.
David, you're first.
You can have both. Single. You can have both. I mean,
Okay, yeah, I have like a hall. Yeah, I'm gonna do another bird poem. This is a nice one. Can I take my hand? Yeah.
take your man.
Beautiful new mustache from the pandemic. When asked to choose superpowers, the birds all say fly. But you say you already fly. So the birds say, well, ask the emu or ostrich or roadrunner. Then you'll understand. But when the emu and ostrich and roadrunner are asked to choose, they each say run. I want to run. But not like an emu or ostrich or roadrunner runs. I want to run like a cheetah or mustang or gazelle. And the other birds all say, see? See, says the robin, I want to fly like the owl, who hunts snakes and shadows only the moon can cast. And the owl says, I want to fly like the hummingbird, who hovers in place and whose heart makes the sound of a rotor. And the hummingbird says, I want to fly like a falcon, who pulls her wings in tight and dives so fast, her body whistles. And the falcon says, I want to fly like a kite, tethered to the hand of a little girl who cries when the string slips from her fingers and the wind carries me away. And the little girl dreams of being an astronaut and builds multi-stage model rockets with berths barely big enough to hold a baby bird. And when her father's not around, she takes a nestling that's fallen to the ground and launches it towards the stratosphere. And after the capsule floats back down, she takes out the shaking sparrow who staggers to his feet to find his mother and tell her how when he grows big, he wants to fly, just like that spaceship.
Hey, remember his poem by birds and spaceships, okay? Now let's welcome up the vice president. You're not the president. There's the president over there, buddy. You're just the vice president. It's Mike King, everybody. Virgin no more, man.
Oh, but I guess it's okay. This is the tribute to Vice President Kamala Harris. And I wrote this a day after that big storm that PC was talking about. And this is called Mama 811. It goes like this. A glass ceiling, a high heel broken up, a launched into action as a new era. Her bosom was as though a new age had just started. Rampart like a war, a battle. But Mama has emerged courage and bravery with the perception of a king property. What she certainly has that Asian black mama roots with such beauty and verve of such fun undisturbed. Of course, we know it's not over until a fine lady sings, until she's demonstrated savviness, practice, and possibility. Let a good woman, every mother, has stood during these long hot summers in the national neighborhoods. So come on with your insolence and manipulations today. You know that your time is limited in mama's grand plan. Let's just see if you can indeed withstand her wisdom and mother wit of God's master.
Remember Mike's my motherhood. Okay, our final contestant is Hannah, everybody. Welcome up, Hannah. Remember we made Hannah get in it because she had an Earth Day poem.
Yes, I wrote this on Earth Day, and it is called R.I.P. Earth. I wish there was something we could have done, frowny face. I accidentally tweeted about global warming today, a happy coincidence about an unhappy truth on this ironically morbid day of celebration. We are throwing a party for our friend so they can see how much we care before we kill them. We are throwing a party for our dying friend who is not dying from illness, but who is set to die by our hands as we gather round like today is the Ides of March rather than Earth Day. I accidentally tweeted about global warming today, and I also recycled and didn't drive my car and turned the lights off when I left the room. I gave myself a pat on the back and I booked a flight as my reward. I've earned a vacation.
Okay. Contestants, could you come up here, please? All right. Derek, are you ready? We have modified Derek's way of doing this. If there's a lot of extinctions, he's going to give the thumbs down. But he's also going to be the famous applause-o-meter. He's going to judge the applause. And the highest applause gets the prize. Man, you can do whatever you want because we're making this up as we go, buddy. You could do a dance like Gary Glazner out there did. So, ready? Here we go. How many think Mr. Positive Vice President Motherhood should get the money? How many think birds and spaceships should get the money? Give them the big aw. Let's hear it for Mike again. How many think Hannah should get the money? Give her a big aw. Mike, bring the money up. The way we're going to do this, Mike. This is another new thing I just thought of. Open the lid. Mike, close your eyes. Close your eyes. You are going to reach in and make one grab for the. And Mike, let me tell you something. There's 10s and 20s in there, but there's ones too. So close your eyes. You're going to go in there and make one big grab of the money, and that's your prize. Ready? Go. Yeah. He almost got it all. Give Mike a big round of applause. Al, come on up here, Al. This is a famous Al Day. Good job. Give this guy a big round. And the drinks are on Mike. Come down here. The drinks are on Mike now. Al. Okay. Al Day, we're going to do one more poem. Al Day, Bob Long and I are part of the Last Word Quintet. I can show you my mask. And we did this song to Coltrane's After the Rain. I put, Al put lyrics to it, and I put a poem to it. And we hope you like it. Okay. Well, I got to get mine out too, because I don't trust myself. And one more round of applause for Bob Long, who did such a great job tonight. For the festival organizers, for PC and the park.
After the rain has gone, world unfold. That I can feel the mystery that makes us whole.
Storms wash the world, showering droplets, thundering torrential downpours, flooding ravines and hillocks, down city boulevards and avenues, down mountainsides into oceans, swelling rivers, overflowing sewer grates, surging through spillways, the clamor and crack of lightning illuminating the sky. Such power, such testimony. Little for human minds to do but marvel at the mystery.
After the rain has come, there's no more love or fear. In the silent way, once more.
The heart holds a storm of its own, thunderstruck by lifelong lessons, witnessing the cruel stupidities of man-made dilemmas, solvable if only honest hearts would rise above the puny politics of grab and shower the acrimonious landscape with a tempest of indisputable truth. If only a million efforts could rise like a benevolent tsunami and clear the earth of human treachery, charging the atmosphere with divine light, illuminating the possibilities of dreams and hopes and visions beyond the cynical forces of greed and power.
After the rain has gone, all the world is clear. We'll dream within the dream and rise again.
All day, everybody. Bob Long. Thank you so very much for coming out on this. It's been a treat for us because we haven't performed for a very long time. Once again, give PC a big round of applause. The advisory board, your champion, Mike King, and yourselves. And Patrick and Nate, thank you so very, and Lisa, don't forget her. Thank you so very much. My name is Mark Smith. Thanks so very much.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. This was 3 of the 5 that make up the last word we just had. They are doing shows coming up, so check them out online. Also, we are an entirely unfunded and volunteer efforts. You already have been so gracious with your dollars, so this is not needing any more, but all of the money goes directly into paying for these artists that you saw. Thank you so much for being here today.
Bob just reminded me that he bought some of our CDs from the Last Word Quintet there, so only $10, or you can bargain with Bob, I'm sure. If you can get him a day, he'll probably give them away for you.
See you on Sunday. Good to see you. I wanted to hear one of your pieces another time. Good to see you, man. Hey, how are you?
I hope to see you.
Catch any of the last minute. Yeah, oh, that's bad, man. Okay. Yeah. I'll see you there. Yeah, good to see you. Oh, that's so sweet. You've already. How's everything going? Yeah. Okay.
There we go. There's Sam at the end.
I have to go. There's a guy doing some work in my building. I have to go kind of let out the building. So we just want that orange container.
Yeah.
Are you heavy? Oh, you're not.
I can bring it. I can bring it.
Just put it behind that wall, and I'll come get it in a couple minutes.
Okay. Here. I'll still be here. Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
Hey, Nate. Is this you done with that?
Yeah.
Oh, we just started.
How'd it go?
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got another one tomorrow. If you're around here at 2:30.